Criminal copyright infringement tiered offences. This provides the copyright is transmissible by assignment or license. Someone who uses a trademark that is substantially identical with or deceptively similar to an existing registered trademark in relation to the registered goods is committing an infringement. The exclusive rights of the copyright owner are set out in Section 31 of the Act. The registered owner has the exclusive rights to use the trademark and authorise another person to use the trademark in relation to the goods that it is registered to. Initially, this gives the owner 10 years of protection. Not every infringement of copyright is a criminal offence. Generally, only those that involve commercial dealings, even if no financial gain is made. The Copyright Amendment introduced Division 5 of Part 5, which created 3 types of offences and summary proceedings with a range of penalty options. Indictable, summary, strict liability. The most serious offence is the indictable offence. The fault element required here is recklessness or intention, and it can carry a penalty of up to 5 years in prison or 500 penalty points, or even both. Summary offences are moderately serious with some degree of negligence required. A person who has committed a summary offence can be liable of up to 2 years in prison and or 120 penalty units. Strict liability offences are the least serious. There is no fault element. Section 133B introduced an on-the-spot fine scheme to impose penalties of up to 20% of the maximum fine. However, fines are not common in Australia and prosecutions are relatively low. There has been some uncertainty about the definition of a commercial scale. There are a number of repercussions a judge can order if a matter reaches court. The Federal Court and any other court that has jurisdiction, including state, can hear prosecutions of summary and strict liability offences. The courts can order the destruction of any circumvention devices and can return infringing copies back to their owner. Various penalties can be imposed and can be much higher when dealing with the digitisation from a hard copy. The definition of penalty units can be found in Section 4AA of the Crimes Act 1914. When being served with a fine for a strict liability offence, a person can rely on the defence for mistake of fact under Section 9.2 of the Criminal Code. Exceptions to copyright infringement are laid out in Section 132AC of the Copyright Act. The Amendment Act introduced a new defence of fair dealing which gives a person the chance to rely on the defence so long as it was done for the purpose of creating satire or parody. Fines and copyright infringement cases are very uncommon in Australia, but here are a few examples. In 2000, the Nintendo trademark in Super Mario allowed the company to prevent a person from dressing up as Mario when wrestling. And in 2001, Virgin obtained a judgment to prevent people from trying to sell Virgin limousines or Virgin rentals as they didn't want the adverts to confuse people. The criminal provisions surrounding copyright infringement are laid out in Section 132A of the Act.
Created using Powtoon.